Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Do you believe it's Wednesday today? Do you ever lose track of days? I never know what day it is. Just whatever, it's whatever day. Hope you're having a productive one. I'm having a really productive day today. I've always known that I should make a to-do list, and I'm sure I've told people if you want to get stuff done, make a to-do list, but I'm quite guilty of not making a to-do list. So this morning I made a to-do list, and I've been crossing things off one at a time as I've gotten them done. And it's just really kind of motivated me and inspired me to get a lot of stuff done. So I'm kind of happy about that. It's a good feeling. So I'm going to share this on my page rather than leaving you and then going over to my page. See how that works. I'm just like playing around with stuff. So I'm going to see how this works. Hey Teresa, how's it going? Hi Ao. Hope you guys are having a good day. If it was not productive, you should write a list of things to do and get them done. I did mine in the morning. I find in the morning is when my head is clear and I'm feeling energized and excited to get started. So I just write down everything I want to get done today. That's what I did this morning. Didn't get everything done, got the majority of it done. So always set out to do more. So if you set out to do a whole ton of stuff and you come up a little short, you've already done a ton of stuff. You didn't do the whole ton, but you've done a ton. If you have a really small to-do list and you come up short, that means you got barely anything done. So make it big, and if you come a little bit short, it's okay. You've still been super productive. Hold on one second here. All right. There we go. I think I'm sharing it now. Awesome. All right. So, I learn things as I go. When I started my business, I didn't really have too much of a clue. I did a few things to kind of get myself ready to start a business. The first thing I did, I knew that I wanted to have a fitness studio, so I worked at any and every gym that would accept me in Vancouver, just so I could get in front of a bunch of people, get my name known. And then from there, I started working for a boot camp, and then eventually I helped the person who owned the boot camp. I helped her run it, did a lot of admin stuff for her, learned some stuff that way, and then eventually bought a license to run my own boot camp so I could see how a fitness business that is successful looks when it's running and be a part of that and see if it was something that I figured I could do. So I learned some stuff that way, and I thought, yeah, this is what I want to do, and then I got my studio. So I did some prep, but I didn't know everything going in, and I just learned things as I go. So like with Facebook and using Facebook to get my message out, I'm just kind of learning things as I go and trying new things. So thanks for following along with me and being patient. Hey Sheena, how's it going? So today's topic, are you ready to change? So sometimes even when you know it's time to make a change in your life, you can just kind of get stuck. And why does this happen? It could be that you're just not ready for a change. It could be you've just completely overwhelmed yourself with too much information, too much thinking. Overthinking things, not a good idea. You want to jump into things. Not everything, of course. You want to be a little bit cautious. But one rule I have for myself, which I've done a lot over the years, is when somebody asks me to do something, even if I don't know how to do it, I'll be like, yeah, I can do that. That's awesome. I'll definitely do that. And then, after I talk to them, I'm like, oh crap, how do I do that? And who cares? I'm going to figure it out by the time I get there. So I like to say yes to things and then figure it out when I get there. And I put myself in a few scary situations doing that, but I've learned from all of them. I've grown from doing that. So highly recommend that if somebody asks you to do something and you're not really sure exactly how to do it, don't back down. Just say, yeah, I'll do it, and then figure it out, and you'll get it done when it's time to get it done. Have faith in yourself. You'll be amazed at what you can do when you really have to. Hey Tanya, how's it going? So making a change. So getting back to the topic here. So should you change or should you not change? If it's something you want so badly you can taste it, it probably means that it's time to change. but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the right time for you. So maybe you need to think about it a bit more, write it down, make sure that it really resonates with you and it's really something that you want to do. But I wanted to talk about some signs you might experience that are telling you very loudly that yes, it is time to change. It's time to get out and do it. Change is scary. We all resist it, I think. I think that's just kind of an instinctive thing, is to resist change because it could be a threat to our livelihood. But you got to keep growing. You got to keep changing. You don't want to stay stuck. So here's some signs that you are ready to change. So one is that you're just tired of living just to get through another day. Paying your bills, getting the things done you need to get done, that's all fine and dandy. But if it's sucking the life out of you and you're miserable and you're coming home at the end of the day and you're complaining about your day and you hate your job and you hate your boss and blah, 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 and it's all negativity, it's not good enough. You got to make the decision. You have to say, okay, this is not good enough. I'm not going to stick with this. And if you really think about it, you'll probably kind of start to feel deep down that it's your time. It's your time to thrive. It's your time to reach out and do what you want to do. It's your time to live the life that you want to live with purpose and passion. So, if you're just at that point where at the end of every day you come home and you complain to your partner or your friend or your cat or your dog, and you just, how much you hate what you're doing, that's a clear sign. It's time to make a change, no matter how scary that might be. Second sign is your life is in upheaval. And that's kind of your perception of your life. And if you're perceiving your life to be in upheaval, it's most likely because you're just not happy where you're at. So things just seems like everything's going wrong, everything's not working out. It's because you're not in the spot where you need to be and where you deeply down want to be. So if you're kind of feeling like that, it's just not worth the fighting anymore. It's a good sign that it's time to get out. And if you really think about it, you'll probably feel like you're ready to make those steps. You just have to really be willing to do that. Another sign, you feel like you've hit bottom. So I don't know if any of you have felt that. I know I went through that. That was probably where the biggest change in my life happened. That's where I really got my health together. I started studying nutrition. I started working out for the right reasons, not for just to punish myself. But yeah, I've hit that bottom. And that bottom is a crazy place to be. It feels terrible when you're there. You feel hopeless, but at the same time you feel like, okay, I've got to change this. It's time to go. It's time to hit it hard and get out of this. So if you feel like you've hit bottom, rock bottom, don't give up. Use that as fuel to get yourself out of what you're in, because that's your a very clear and loud sign that you just need to make a change. And like I said, change is scary. We resist it. But if you're feeling like you've hit bottom, that is your cue to really get going, get moving, and get all into what you want to do. And that's what I did. I immersed myself. I signed up for a nutrition course. It was this huge course. I did it online at my own time, so that was great. I had taken my personal training courses. I took some extra courses for teaching fitness. I started, training more people, teaching more classes. Teaching classes was a really scary thing for me the first time. I really resisted teaching group classes, and when I finally did it, I loved it. It's my favorite thing. So I just completely went like all in, all out. This is what I'm doing. If I'm not going to do this, life is just going to suck. So that was my motivation to really push and really go. And I'm not going to lie and say it was easy, because it was not. There were tons and tons of ups and downs. Some of those downs felt like completely devastating at the time, but I just knew I was on the path to something, and I just kept pushing through, and I continue to do that. I have my studio now. I'm doing what I want to do, but that's not to say that I don't still have those downs. I have the ups and the downs still, and I just deal with them as they come. It's all part of what I'm doing. It's part of my passion. When things get really tough, like my studio being too expensive to keep, that fuels the fire. So just recently, since I discovered that I wasn't going to be able to keep my studio because of the cost, again, I've just immersed myself in what I need to be immersed in order to progress and move on and do what I need to do. So I've jumped into a whole bunch of different courses I've bought to learn some stuff, different personal development material, lots of motivational material, and I've just been all in for a few months now since I sat down and realized, oh crap, I really am not going to be able to make the rent on this studio a few months down the road. That's the cold, hard reality of it. So that's where I was like, okay, gotta get in this 100% all in, no matter what. So that's what I'm in the process of doing now. And it's been very interesting, the people who I've met, the opportunities that have come my way, and the direction that I've decided to go in. Very interesting stuff. I would not have predicted it, but here we go, right? Hi, John. Hi, Darcy. So the fourth one, that brings us to the fourth one. You start to notice a certain theme surrounding you. So you start to notice things in your life. You start to notice that, you know, there's certain people coming into your life who are kind of doing the stuff that you want to be doing, and certain opportunities come your way that make you realize that, hey, this might actually be possible, what I want to do. So part of that is because you are so ready for this change. You're so ready to make these changes that you finally opened yourself up to the opportunities, the possibilities, and the people. So they've always been there. Everything's been there for you. Everything will be there for you. But you have to be open to receive it. And when you're really ready for a change, whether you admit it out loud or not, subconsciously, deep down inside you, you know that you are ready for this change. You will automatically start to open up to these people and these ideas and these opportunities, which is exactly what happened to me. And I've had so many times over the past few months where I've just sat down and gone, holy, like, can't even believe that happened. Like, it was just so amazing things that have happened, the people I've met, and the opportunities that have come my way. So when you start noticing that, really take notice. This is something big. This means that you are on your way. You just need to keep following that path, keep opening yourself up, and get on it. So that's it. It's time to take action. So if you're in a rut, if you're just down, start thinking about the changes you want to make in your life. One big clue for me when I first got into the fitness industry, I was in the biotechnology industry for a few years, worked in a lab. The first clue to me was I'd be at the bench, sitting at the bench doing my work, and I'd be thinking, okay, when am I going to get to the gym today? I want to get to the gym. I want to fit in my workout. I can't wait to get to the gym. Gym. And I was just really excited about working out. And, that went on for a while. And then one day I was like, you know what? It would be really cool is if I could work in a gym and be doing the stuff that I want to do for a living. That was my very first clue. And from there, it took some time. That's when I first started taking fitness courses. So if you notice that you're kind of preoccupied with a certain thought all the time, a certain thing that you enjoy doing, put some thought into that and figure out how you can turn that into a career for yourself. Because with what we have access to, you can pretty much turn anything you want into a career. I mean, with access to the internet, you can make and sell any product you want. There's endless possibilities. So many things you can do. There's no reason for you to stay stuck and miserable. I think my parents' generation, it was kind of a time where they kind of felt like, you find the job that's going to be a steady job and you're going to have security. And even if you hate it, you stick with it because you got a family to feed, which, that's admirable. But, I think now we're in a time where we don't have to settle for that. We can actually do something that gives us purpose and gives us that passion we want and just really makes us soar, makes us happy. It can be tough. It can be a long road, but I think it's so worth it. I would rather be struggling for money and working my butt off towards making, a good career out of something than being stuck in something that I hate doing every day. So that's my thought on that. I mean, there is a lot to say for security in a job. It is a nice feeling to know that you're going to get that paycheck, and at the every 2 weeks you're going to get a paycheck for sure. But if it's sucking the life out of you and you just find that you're so preoccupied with something else, explore that thing that you're preoccupied and see what you can do with that. See if you can turn that into something that you can do as a career, and just really get excited about life. Because when you're chasing after your goal and you're going after your dream, it is such an amazing feeling. Like it's just incredible. So that's it. I should take off. Hey Ange, how's it going? Hi Wayne. I got to go and do some stuff because I got another class to teach and a couple more things on my to-do list to do that I'm going to get done. If you have any comments you want to add, please feel free to add them. Any questions, add them if you want to. You guys can start a conversation amongst yourselves. I love it when people do that. I like to post a question every single day in the evening on my personal page, which I think you guys are aware of. Most of you have been on there before and have answered that question. And it's just a way to be social with each other, start some pretty interesting conversations sometimes. So if you want to do that with this video, add some comments, please do. If you want to talk to me in private, you can private message me anytime. Don't be shy. As I tell you all the time, this is what I do and I love it. And if I can help you with anything, that would be so awesome for me. I'd be so happy to do that. Okay, guys, take care. I will talk to you again tomorrow.